aka the Marketing Meathead, and today I'm going to give you a review of Tanner J. Fox's personal branding course. All right, here we go, guys. So let me give you a little preface about myself and personal branding. I actually kind of knew about all this stuff a couple years ago, started a YouTube channel, and got all excited, made a blog. I was part of a network marketing company that was, need some coffee, guys, sorry. That was, teaches, taught blogs and whatnot. So I pretty much knew about a lot of this stuff a couple years ago. My other business started taking off. I bought another company, and I kind of basically just put it aside for the last year and a half, and I really started getting into YouTube probably pretty heavy of late 2017. I don't know, I'm sure I had a video or something pop up in my feed for Tanner J. Fox, and I started watching him on a daily basis, kind of following him, and I was pretty amazed by how he went from basically starting a YouTube channel in February of 2017 to now it's 2018, and he's at about 100K. He's at 92K as of today, but he'll be 100K probably this month, and 100K followers in 1 year. And based on some of the stuff he's put out where he shows his income, we're talking $200,000 to $300,000 a year or a month. Just selling courses, Amazon revenue, different partnerships and whatnot. And basically he's kind of like where I'd like to be right now, probably where I should be right now. Had I really pursued what I should have pursued a couple years ago. But, I got tied up into another business, which is actually doing very well. It's just not quite that profitable. More like, 30 to 40 grand a month in the busy season, but, which is still pretty good. I'm not complaining, but at the end of the day, it's not 300 or 200,000 or $500,000 a month like Tanner's making. So, if I glance away, guys, I'm looking at notes here because I did want to, make sure I brought some points up. This is going to be a review of the Personal Branding Mastery by Tanner J. Fox. There is going to be an affiliate link below. If you do buy from that link, I do get credit for that. So I am one of Tanner's affiliates, and I would appreciate if you guys are going to buy the course and you watch this review. If you bought it from me, it is kind of like a split with Tanner and I, so I would appreciate that. Full disclosure over here, I like to be transparent just like Tanner. If you look at some of the other videos in my on my YouTube, I'm trying to put out 5 to 7 a week, and they're all very transparent. I show you guys my campaigns, my copy, where I spy, all that stuff. So, my full accounts, when I lose money, when I make money, everything. So, we personally have done, on my team, we've done 2 product launches in 2017. The first one we did 300K, the second one we did 200K, so about $500,000 in product launches, and that's with no YouTube following, legitimately no promotion on my end on YouTube. So, my idea with this course was to, get my YouTube going, try to get a steady stream of subscribers, put out good content. I have a lot to offer people, just like Tanner does. And so let's get started with the course, guys, and I'll let you know how I feel about it. If I liked it, if I didn't like it, I'm definitely going to give you guys a real review here because I did go through the entire course and I have taken some of the stuff and I rolled with it, and I'm already getting some results. So anyway, so basically he starts out with an intro. I'm gonna scroll through the syllabus, and if you guys want to see this syllabus, you can actually click on my affiliate link below and you can see the syllabus when you scroll down. So he goes through. There's an intro, then talks about choosing your niche or whatever you want to call it. And I've kind of already had that. I've already been in. I'm an affiliate marketer. Plus, I have a services business, and I'm also quite an avid bodybuilder. So I kind of got a hodgepodge of niches, and I'm into cryptocurrency as well. So my channel is kind of a little bit of everything. I do have a programming schedule I'm trying to stick to, and whatnot. But he definitely talks about finding your niche here. He goes through some cool ideas, gives some examples. Real good. Next, he goes into YouTube. The YouTube section was probably the most important a part of this for me, just because I watched him literally go from nothing to 100,000 followers in 1 year. I mean, that's crazy. So I was really excited about this, and it didn't disappoint me. It was a lot of good stuff on here, some stuff I didn't know, some stuff I did know. So far, me personally, I started kind of dropping videos about mid-January. This is 2017. It's now mid-February. I've added about almost 100 subscribers to my channel. So over almost doubled. My channel was at like 150 when I started. Now those were people from 2 years ago that basically were dormant on there. And then all of a sudden, I got about 100 new ones. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'd like to see it grow a little faster. I've been putting out some pretty good content and a lot of valuable stuff in my opinion. But it takes time, and I get that it's going to take maybe 2, 3, 4 months of doing this consistently before you start to really get picked up in the algorithm with YouTube. So he gave me some nice tips talking about how to do the SEO, how to make your titles very not clickbaity, but aggressive enough where people are going to be interested in it. Talked about the tags and the long tail keywords to go after, not the short little ones. And some ninja tips. The nice thing about this course, which I really liked, was he has a real legitimate business on YouTube, and he was able to go in and show you his stats. He shows you which videos did well, so you can actually my account doesn't even have advertising available on it yet. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched in a year, and I'm not there yet. And so I can't really see any of the advertising stuff, but he goes in and shows you his stuff, and he shows you how the YouTube videos, which ones did well, which ones didn't. Really good stuff. I mean, stuff you can't get from really anybody else. Nobody's really showing this stuff, so that's worth the price of admission right there. Keep in mind this is a $9.97 course, and I feel like it's definitely worth $9.97. So just with the nuggets with YouTube, I feel like I got enough out of this course to not even worry about what else is in it, but definitely some awesome stuff. He talks about when to upload videos, the times, the days, also how the algorithm works, what the YouTube looks for. He understands likes, he understands watch time, all that stuff, and he really goes and breaks it down. I've actually watched a YouTube section of this particular branding course twice, and it's awesome. I'm going to probably go through it a third time once I even get a little bit more advanced and start actually having maybe advertising on my my channel at some point. I'm sure I'll get to 1,000 subscribers here before long and actually be able to monetize my channel slightly until I really blow it up. But yeah, I'm going to keep this around and I'm going to watch it again. So it's good stuff. Now, the next section basically is Facebook. It talks about Facebook, goals, the fan pages and whatnot. I'm pretty much a Facebook junkie. I've been on Facebook pretty heavy for about 7 or 8 years now. I have personally control about 6 profiles that are all maxed at 5,000. I have a ton of fan pages. My promotion company was big with Facebook. Facebook's kind of number one if you look at Google Trends. I like to show people this. People don't really believe me, but it's true. I've already known about this for a while just because of the way my accounts have been acting. So go to Google Trends and just search Facebook traffic, and this will tell you the story. Let's see, Facebook, and let's just put traffic. And you're going to see what I'm talking about here. Facebook traffic is, if you look at it, this is 1 year. Let's go, I think it lets you go 2000, past 5 years. Let's go past 5 years. Okay, Wise, what do you see here? This is decreasing traffic, okay? Significantly decreasing traffic, okay? This is 75 down to, 40. Okay, this is huge in 5 years. I already knew about this just based on the amount of notifications I get every day and the amount of, one thing you can really tell is when people wish you a happy birthday. I used to get 500 on every profile for my birthday. Now I get 125, 150. There's just not as many people on it. Yeah, a lot of my friends are getting older now. They probably got families and whatnot, and they aren't doing it. But that's probably one of the problems with Facebook is that unfortunately it's it is an older demographic, and those people do get older, and they just they have families and other things to worry about besides Facebook. And the new generation, the millennials, yeah, they're on Facebook on some levels, but they're more on Snapchat, Instagram stories. There's different, platforms now to communicate on. You got Discord, you got Telegram, you got WeChat, you got Viber, Kick. There's just so many platforms for people to communicate on. WhatsApp is another one. That one's owned by Facebook. And now you can just pretty much communicate on Facebook Messenger without even going down the platform to look at your profile. So, there's just so many different ways people are doing things. So, what has happened with Facebook is kind of crazy. It just isn't, it isn't like, there's people still on the feed, and we still do a lot of Facebook advertising. We still make pretty good money with it. But is it going to be good forever? I don't know, man. It seems like it's a declining platform a little bit, and certainly the fan page part of it is almost a joke. I mean, literally, you could have like, I got some pages that have like 20,000 real followers on there, not bought, fake bullshit ones, real followers, and these people like actually like you will post like a good post, even like a good picture, and you'll get like 40, 50 people to actually see it. It's terrible. So growing a fan page is not really too useful. You really need to, start with the groups and stuff. And one thing I did like about Tanner's course is he didn't focus too much on Facebook, because I could just kind of tell that he wasn't feeling it, just like I'm not feeling it anymore. But he did talk about the groups, and there was value in the groups, and he did give some nice stuff for like rules and whatnot, different things like that you want to put in your groups, if you want it paid, if you want it free. All that stuff was useful for me. So I the Facebook section was okay in my opinion, but it could have been better. But it was, it was good enough, because like I said, it's not like a really great profile. Now let's talk about Instagram for a minute. Here's where I really got some value. There's some tips in here that I did not know, and I wish I would have known about like 3, 4, 5 years ago. I probably could have had 100,000 followers on all my Instagrams, my personal, my info product one, my all my business ones. I have like, I think 7 or 8 Instagrams. So I've been growing my Instagram since I went through this section at a pace of about 400 followers per week. So legit here, guys. Instagram was worth the price of admission as well. So now we got, YouTube worth the price of admission, Facebook was okay, and Instagram worth the price of admission. So 2 things right there. Awesome. All right, so then he talks a little bit about, monetization, how to monetize your personal brand. Another good section. It wasn't too long, but, useful information. It goes into courses, and I put out 2 courses myself, so this one was kind of, for me, it's not really stuff that I didn't already know. But there was a few tips in here that I liked. I did like his system on Teachable. I think I'm actually going to switch over all my courses to Teachable and try that platform. I like how he shows the back end of Teachable and stuff that I don't really have access to, and with just a course. So good stuff there. He did talk about launches and how to do launches and stuff, and there was some nuggets in there. Definitely some nuggets in there. I would give the course section a solid thumbs up, but it wasn't over the top. It was good though. He talks a little bit about affiliate marketing, and his idea of affiliate marketing is a little bit different than mine, but good stuff. I mean, there's definitely some tips in there if you're going to be doing, how to set up affiliate links and whatnot, and where to place those links to get a nice little extra income stream going. A lot about the stuff I already knew. We do, Facebook affiliate marketing. We spend over $1 million a year just on traffic on Facebook, so we get the affiliate marketing game. He doesn't really do that much. It seems like his partner Dan Dasilva is more of the Facebook marketing guy as far as paid traffic goes. But good stuff. So here was where he actually talked about the Facebook groups. Like I said, there were some nice tips in there. He does give a resources section of like the rules and stuff, so you can copy those or modify those to put in your section. He's got a drop shipping section here. You can see it's pretty long. I've been through probably 5 big Shopify courses from some of the gurus, and this is Dan Dasilva, who's probably what I would consider a guru in Shopify, going through. He does pitch his own products a little bit, which is fine. His products aren't bad. He's got one called Try Funnels, another one called Mail Funnels. I think they're both good products. I don't have anything bad to say about them. It doesn't seem, I have never used them personally, but they don't seem like bad products. But it's kind of funny. Dan's teaching a big section in Tanner's course, then pitching his own products. It is what it is. You can you can love it or hate it, but it's okay with me. It's not that big of a deal. Some people might get a little bit turned off by that. But anyway, he goes through pretty quickly, gives you the basics for Shopify, how to set up a store. The biggest thing with Shopify, guys, is that it's finding the hot products. You got to do your research and whatnot, and I felt like this section was a little bit lacking in that. They should have devoted almost the whole section on they sort of devoted most of the Shopify things on actually finding products, giving you examples of actual products that would work and whatnot. And it's really tough to do these days. Facebook traffic's so expensive. The margins on these Shopify stores are low, and I feel like they just acted like it's so easy, but it's definitely not easy. So a little disappointed there. But overall, the section's good for somebody that has never been exposed to Shopify. It'll give you a nice rundown of it. It's definitely not a detailed course. Even Dan says his eComs Dude course, which he's pushing in this video, or in this course, is a lot more detailed. And I know there is more detailed courses out there because I've been through about 5 of them. So there is good stuff out there, but this is, it's just a nice overview. It's not the main bulk of the course. I didn't even think he really talked about the dropshipping part as a big section, but he threw it in there as a kind of a bonus, which is fine. So like I said, I'm already good with the course because of the Instagram and YouTube section, and this was just like a bonus. He talked about how to sell on social media. Good tips. I agree with him 100% on both these. It wasn't anything I already didn't know, but good to rehear it always. And then the advertising. This is when he goes in and talks about Facebook advertising. So it was Dan Dasilva basically going in and doing all the Facebook ads. I think Dan probably runs Tanner's Facebook campaigns, which is fine. He's an expert. I actually have a media buyer on my team, so when I do my Facebook sections and my courses, I have my media buyer who does it every day, and I only do it here and there. He does this section, so I'm okay with that. I get that. You can't be the jack of all trades, unfortunately. I wish I could be good at every single thing digital marketer wise, but it's not possible. One thing I was a little bit disappointed in that he didn't have in here was a whole section on YouTube advertising, because I do know they advertise on YouTube, and he didn't really go into detail about YouTube advertising. So, Tanner, if you ever do watch this, add a YouTube section on here on how to advertise on YouTube and how to really get traction there. I would like to see that. But I already knew most of this Facebook stuff. We actually have a Facebook marketing course too. And so this was all kind of common knowledge for me. It was a pretty good rundown. We go into a lot more detail, and even Dan says he's got other courses that go into a lot more detail. It is what it is. It was a good enough overview to get you started, and I'm comfortable with it. One thing I did like about this, Dan put a bonus in the resources section of some funnels and some sales copy and whatnot for you to use and model. That stuff's pure gold, worth the price of admission right there as well. So there was some really good to come out of this section, and I do appreciate Dan doing that. So what else? Okay, he basically has a module 9 here talking about using like an expert. This is kind of what I was just talking about, guys. You can't be an expert at Amazon FBA. You can't be an expert at Shopify, YouTube, Facebook advertising. There's just so many things nowadays out there digital marketing wise. Yeah, I'd love to be an excellent crypto trader. I'd love to be an excellent FBA guy. I'd love to be an excellent Shopify guy. I'd love to be the best Facebook marketer in the world, but it's not possible. It's just not realistic. There's not enough hours in the day to master everything, single one of those. So he talks about bringing in like potentially having like a guy like Dan, or in my case, my media buyer, or in my case, my SEO guy, the guy that works for me and does all my SEO for all my sites, bringing them on and paying them a percentage of possibly course that you guys offer to do a section in that course. So I get that. I think there's, value in that. So it was a nice thing. He also talked about people that maybe didn't want to be on camera and whatnot. Obviously, that's not a problem for me. Some people might not want to be on camera. It's going to be tough to build a brand if you're not showing your face. But I do actually follow one guy in the crypto space that has never showed his face, and he actually has good information. So I'm not going to say it's not possible, because it is. He talks a little about the negative side of things, which, as you get bigger, there's going to be some haters out there. It is what it is. People trying to steal your stuff, potentially getting hacked, sued. I've been hacked. I've had my credit stolen a number of times. It sucks. I've been down that road. So I know. And as far as business and structure goes, yeah, I knew all this. I've had my own business for 15 years. Most of this stuff, if you're a business owner, is stuff you just have to know. And, that's about it. Overall, I think... I give the course an A-. I would say, to get the full A, I would have liked to seen some more stuff on YouTube, advertising. I think I would have probably given it an A if you would have had a whole section on that. That was pretty much the only thing that was really missing. The Shopify dropshipping section was a little bit like, quick and pushing all the product type of thing. I didn't really care for that. But again, it wasn't really promoted in the course as a big deal. It was kind of like just a bonus thrown in there for everybody, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Instagram awesome, YouTube awesome, and a lot of golden nuggets throughout this thing. So I've already watched a couple of the sections twice, and I'll probably watch a couple of the sections a third time, maybe even a fourth. So overall, I think, guys, I definitely think this is a win. This course is a solid A- in my opinion, and if you do consider buying it, you do see this breakdown. I would love it if you bought it through my link below, and then I get a 50% cut of that, and Tanner gets the other 50%. So that'd be awesome. So that's it, guys. Meathead is out, and I hope you enjoyed today. If you could hit the subscribe button, bang that notification bell, and join the Meathead family, and we will always be delivering some value to you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.